don't know. I forgot.
So I'm like, yo, this stack right here, this stack right here.
No, I'm telling you, I was quite a fan, especially when I was younger.
All right, so I want to ask you guys something. We have Bone Thugs and Harmony in the studio. Thank you guys for coming by.
Yeah. Oh, certainly.
I want to ask you guys have been around 20 years, and your music is still relevant today. And by that, I mean my 15-year-old nephew who lives outside of Chicago loves you guys, and I'm talking about your old stuff. How does that make you feel as artists for your music back then to still be relevant today?
Man,
Blessed.
it's really a wonderful thing, you know, because not many artists can make music that stand the test of time, you know, and we've managed to put together a formula that's undeniable, and you know, we managed to reach our consumers emotionally, like, you know, like, and really make them feel like they're part of what we doing, and just like, man, our fans is crazy, you know, we got fans, and now that we like putting out new music, we get new fans, so we loving it.
Awesome. So, on that tip, let's talk about the new album. When's the new album dropping?
We got Everything 100 right now, and the new single that we have just dropped on iTunes featuring Ty Dolla $ign. You know, all the members of Bone Thugs and Harmony just released that on iTunes, shot the video, which should be out in about maybe a week or two, something like that. They still editing it, you know, chopping it out, cleaning it up and everything, but we're focusing on, right now we've been talking about gearing up for another single, so we're going to focus pretty much on attacking radio, getting back on the you know what I'm saying, the top 10s, top 5, top 100s, whatever it is, just placing on the radio right now, getting a lot of good looks, visuals in. We got a project called the Cypher right now. It's a Bone Thug Cypher, similar to what they've been doing, BET and everything, the Cyphers and everything. We took it and twisted, put that Bone Thug thing element in it and everything. Shot a visual for that, and that's a real, it's a dope situation, dope concept, and the fans, we're gonna really, really kill them with that one. It's like more the edgy hardcore Bone Thugs. This Everything 100, we took it a step further, put it in the club. It's a club type banger, for the ladies and everything, and just, for everybody in general.
So, are you planning on releasing a new album, or are we sticking with singles
in the future,
right now?
we want to do an album, but we just want to do singles right now, here and there, touches, you know what I'm saying, just to stay in the game, a little bit of relevancy for nowadays, you know what I mean? But we definitely going to get in there and do another album, but we're not putting a date on it yet.
Awesome. So, you guys are playing Coachella,
Mm-hmm.
and they are doing the Easy Hologram.
Yeah, that's Rock the Bells. That's actually
Or Rock the Bells, that's right, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're doing Rock the Bells. What are your thoughts on, the whole hologram?
I mean, it's a beautiful thing to be able to be be on the same stage with Eazy-E again, or anybody from that era, that made such a big impact in hip hop. Period. Whichever way we got to do it. So just to share the stage with him again is going to be a real good thing for the old fans and the new.
Yeah, definitely.
For the young artists that want to break their way into the music industry, do you think that social media helps that situation, or do you think it makes it more difficult compared to when you guys got in the game?
Man, I mean, it's easier, so it's a lot easier. It's a lot less footwork and a lot less things you have to do to, like, when we got in the game, you actually had to do a lot more work, you had to really knock on doors and, do a lot of walking and, showing up, and nowadays it's just pushing a button and, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. But, I mean, it can be good and bad,
Definitely. I just lost my train of thought. I had something in my mind and I just lost it. Oh, yeah, actually, you guys are from, the older generation. Is there anybody now that you would consider, that is on top of the game that you would listen to, from this younger generation? As far as rappers.
We're not biased at all. We
love
music, period.
Oh, yeah, I like, just like the rest of my fellas, we like ASAP. We like that young cat, Ferg, Rocky. Lamar, we like what he's doing right now. I know I do. I think that's pretty cool. A lot of the underground guys that's coming out. YG, he's a brother in California that's taking care of his business as well. And hitting the movie screens as well. So yeah, definitely like Wish said, man, we support everybody, as far as the good music and building in hip hop. They show us something that we can bring to the table. Brand new, and we show them new things as well. So definitely, man, like pretty much everybody that you hear out there,
And then all these youngsters got so much love and admiration for Bone Thugs and Harmony. They tell you in most of their the interviews and everything, how they, basically what they're doing right now, they got most of their inspiration from Bone Thugs, especially people like ASAP. You hear from all the time. Their moms, I was able to, bond with them real good. Their mom used to raise them up every day, inspiring them, telling them, y'all, you guys can do this. Look how they did it. She really etched the Bone Thugs and Harmony, that style, right? And, in these dudes at a young age, literally raised them off, listening to it every day, how moms get up and cook and clean and everything, got the old schools playing in the background. For them, it was Bone Thugs and Harmony. And then a lot of other cats, too, like Lil Wayne, he used so many analogies in his song, as far as, Bone Thugs and Harmony and this hook, that line and everything. So it's in their music, you can see it, you can hear it, and then they also, they put it out there and they show today versus back in the 90s and everything. Nowadays, rappers is really, really putting us out there like, yeah, Bone Thugs and big uncles that really, really lace my boots as far as inspiring me and everything.
Yeah, because you guys were on the remix with Game, on the Celebration remix. Is there any artist, I mean, you've worked with Easy, and that's legendary in itself. Is there any other artists that you would like to work with coming up?
Oh man, there's a lot of artists out there we would like to work with that we haven't thus far. We touched on a lot of people. Like one, we definitely got to, complete our repertoire with our catalog with, definitely like want to do something with Jay-Z. You know what I mean? And just a lot of people out there that's really, on top of the game and doing their thing that we think, would be a really good collaboration with Bone Thugs and such and such.
Because I mean, you worked with Pac, you worked with Big. You were on the show soundtrack. I mean, you have been a part of so many legendary things in hip hop. You were there. You were there during East versus West. What are your thoughts on Midwest artists and what it takes to break into the industry as a Midwest artist versus somebody from L.A. or New York?
It's harder. Bottom line is the way to say it is just harder.
It's like it just depends on where they going to as far as the Midwest. Like us, we had a choice. We had Texas with Scarface and his crew. We had the East Coast, or we had the West Coast. It's just like all about the decisions that you make and what your style is more patterned for. But now with the internet and all those different things, like to make it, it's a different kind of a mindset. You can't go in there and try to make it to get money anymore with the internet and everything is vast as it is. Now it kind of, you're getting what the real artists are, and you're getting a lot of the bull skating out of the way. So it's a lot of self-analyzations and checks, and checking that people have to do with themselves that want to make it in the industry and see what they want to really make it in there for. If they're really in there to make good music for the people and show their talent and show who they are as an artist and make an impact, those are usually the ones that make it. But some of the people that, want to just get in there for a few bucks, that's over with because the internet basically crushed that. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what people still don't get right now. But when they really, really catch on, you're going to see a lot more of the real artists and a lot more truck drivers. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. I'm just in awe that you guys are in the studio right now. It's crazy.
No, it is crazy. It's great. I'm kind of at a loss, honestly.
So for your shows, like you guys were in Columbia last night, what can we expect tonight at the Ballroom?
Oh man, energy, you know what I'm saying, hits, we do a few new songs and just a all around great show from great artists.
Tell us a little bit about Everything 100. That's your new single out right now. Tell us a little bit about the song. What's behind it?
It be bumping.
I love it.
The song was basically just like, we've been in the game for 20 years. We've made like so much music and we always love to explore different options. And like now it's just like, like I said, we've been in the game for 20 years. We achieved a lot and now we just enjoying our craft and we just exploring the craft, like just kicking it back and enjoying everything we've achieved. And that song is basically what we let everybody know. It's like, we laid back now, we cool, we living good, we all alive, we all healthy, and everything 100. Everything is 100 and this is how we doing it.
So let's take it, back a little bit. Because a lot of people, you have younger fans now who they don't know how exactly you got together. Can you kind of give us just a brief synopsis of how you guys formed as a group?
The ghetto.
Well, I mean, like Crazy and Lazy and Flesh, they started off with the Band-Aid Boys,
And that'd be what, 1991?
About 1972.
Ah.
About 72, 73.
They was 67.
No, yeah, but it was back in like no man, it was a little earlier than that. 'Cause it was,
Yeah, we was Band-Aid
it was like,
boys.
it was
Empire.
like the 80s. It was like the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It was like the 80s, and we was in junior high school. You know,
right.
when I first
Remember
met.
the briefcase?
When I
Yeah.
first met,
All that shit
when I
in.
first met Lazy Bone and Fleshbone,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, and I didn't even know they was brothers. You know what I'm saying, and we had like classes together, and you know we used to rap in class, rap in the hallway, and we just formed a group called the Band-Aid Boys, and man, that's when it all started, way back then.
So who would you say your, major influences are as artists, from coming up? I mean, if you started in the 80s,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
think it'd be
Right.
Kim.
Man, definitely people like Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? NWA, Eazy-E, and just
Ghetto
like,
Boys,
all those
Spice
people-
One,
all those people of that era, like for real, like
the
we go
Whispers,
back
the
a while back.
OJs.
Oh, there you
know
go.
what
So now we're taking it back.
Yeah, because our parents was them real doo-wop individuals. They etched it in our DNA, because they had the crates. They the ones that had the crates with all the Smokey Robinsons and everything else from R&B, everything that had to deal with Motown. That coming out like that. They like laced us, Earth, Wind, and Fire, all that. Waking up to them sounds of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and going to sleep to it too. So it's like Michael, the Jackson 5, everything, Mike and everything. They put it in our bones and blood, early in, just coming up listening to them different rhythms and harmonies and stuff of that nature. So, and they still do it to this day.
Absolutely. So, some people, like I said, we're talking to a little bit younger audience. You guys hooked up with Eazy-E in 1993. Is that right?
Yeah.
How did that, meeting come about?
Man, basically we well, first of all, we took one-way bus. We bought one-way bus tickets on the Greyhound and just went out to California, like hoping to, with nothing but a dream.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
Nothing but a dream. We was didn't really have no plans. We just went out there, and we was like, we just gonna, the first famous person we ran into, we just gonna start rapping.
And it happened to be Eazy-E.
Man, where we happened to get like a number to Eazy-E's office, Ruthless Records, and we just kept calling every day, and the secretary we called so much, she was like, man, I'm gonna make sure that he calls y'all back, and so he called us back one day, and we rapped for him on the telephone, and he was like, man, he was blown away.
Yeah, I mean, it was a sound that no one had ever heard before. It wasn't exactly 4/4 time like Kane and Eric B and Rakim and KRS. It was different cadences, and there was also a sense of soulful melody to your guys' music as opposed to just straight rapping.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why you call us Harmony.
True.
So the show's tonight at the Alton Ballroom, and man, I'm so excited for the show. CEO.
Now,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm doing a whole medley of your music to open up with, and we're gonna get it cracking.
This
Okay.
guy's trying to play it all cool, and he was doing the same thing yesterday, but I can tell he was
No,
like,
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I am a huge fan. I mean,
It's
I'm
all
not
love,
gonna
man. We
lie. Like I
appreciate
said,
it.
I've got a record here for
Right.
all the young
That's
people
what
out there. A
I-
record is something you put on a turntable and it's put a needle on it. But yeah,
Scratch it.
absolutely. I'm a huge fan. I think everybody's gonna have a really good time, young and old. So yeah, everybody's looking forward to it.
Definitely.
We are too. Trust and believe. We're very excited to be on this. We're very excited to be on this run as well. So it's well received, and we're gonna definitely give all of that energy and excitement back when we're on stage. Hell, we like just kicking it with each other and doing this again. And to be honest, this is the way that we actually grew up from 16, 17 years old. So this is like our life for real. So this is our comfort zone. Our comfort zone ain't houses and cars and comfortable and honey, I'm home. That's not us. This right here, the grind, here at the radio station, on the road, falling asleep on the road, that kind of stuff. My back hurt because I've been sitting down. That right there, and then the people. That's the top. That's the upper echelon of each trip is seeing them. And even though they don't know what it took to get there, we're here. So that's just where we're at.
Bone Thugs and Harmony tonight at the Ballroom.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for coming to
Yeah,
the
thank you
studio.
very much.
Time to go get a nap.